our Tremolo series.
In this series, we're going to share with you tremolo pedals by some of our favorite manufacturers.
Thanks for joining us. Today we're looking at the Ultra Tremolo from Tru-Fi. But before I go any further, I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the notification bell so you know what we're up to, what we're looking at. Your interactions help us interact with great people like Tru-Fi. Mm-hmm. And Beard is going to tell you a little bit about the backstory of this pedal.
Yeah, first of all, he's very active. They're very active. Tru-Fi is on Instagram, posting lots of pictures of the different pedals they're doing. And I don't admit it, that cool enclosure, you know, started getting me to look at it. Some of the cool paint jobs, the gold sparkle paint job in particular. I was like, man, we gotta check these out, you know. And we picked like the weird one, I think, because he does tremolo, but then a lot of what Tru-Fi does is fuzz boxes. And they're supposed to be really good. So maybe sometime in the future, you know, hopefully we can get our hands on a fuzz box and check that out. But we figured this makes the most sense. This is kind of our wheelhouse. We've done Lord knows how many tremolos at this point.
Not enough.
Right, not enough. But let's dive down that rabbit hole. So a couple things that draw me to this. It's a two-knobber with a switch for fast and slow. We like tremolos with lots of functions. We've had some amazing tremolos with amazing functions. But we also really like tremolos that are like, hey, I'm just a really good amp tremolo with a really warm, really nice sound. And I think we found another one of those with this box.
You keep saying box, but here's what we need to do. We definitely need to get a second pedal over because there will be a fight over this. This is probably the most glorious box that we've received something in. It's suitable for your Cuban cigar stash. So we need to have two of these.
I will say, even though it's made out of wood, has that nice foam lining, it's still smaller than the Pigtronics Resistors box.
Yes, right.
We could put this in that box.
So all right. Just another added touch to give you an idea of the quality of the build, the presentation. You said they do have a great social media presence.
When I got that in and I was open, I was thinking, if you put that much effort into your packaging, like if you put that much pride into your packaging, obviously there's a lot of pride being put into the pedal and what's going on there. So, cool stuff. And that enclosure, I mean, you can see it on the screen here. It looks cooler in person. A little bigger, a little heavier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
military grade.
This is a serious enclosure. All right, enough talk about that. Let's get into this. And I think we start with the reference tone real quick. Imagine that.
Yeah. As in all of the tremolo, the Revolta Mondata 8 through the Tyler JT22, and as I always say, all three pickups because I can.
All right, so we got a speed, we have a depth, and we have a toggle between fast and slow. We thought start with the depth knob. We have the speed set at the top end of
the slow.
Yeah.
Pretty close to the top.
Kind of like the middle of where the pedal goes. And then depth all the way off. You'll be able to hear it a little bit, and then we're going to roll it up and let you hear the full range of this. if you're looking for a pedal that has sine wave, triangle wave, sawtooth wave, reverse sawtooth wave, square wave, rhythmic wave, like
right,
this isn't it. However, you have that kind of sine wave, and then once you get so high, I feel like you are getting maybe more of that square wave territory.
For sure.
But I'm so blown away. A lot of times when you turn the depth all the way down, it's like nothing.
Right.
And this has that
movement that we talk about all the time.
Right. That there's people that like to turn on a tremolo and just have it kind of floating behind. Almost when you turn it off, you notice it, but when you have it on, maybe it doesn't jump out at you. It has it like right there at the very bottom perfectly. And even between there and 9 o'clock, there was a whole, I was going super slow. Like normally we'd be like, okay, here's off kind of middle, noon, Couldn't do that because there's so
much variation in there.
Yeah. And I really, really, personally, really, really like it in that between 0 and 9 o'clock. There's so much good stuff in there. We didn't tell the story.
No, about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is based on a Kent Tremolo that was found in a pawn shop. Kent Tremolo was made by Schaller. That's a tremolo that we've been aware of for quite a while and wanted to get, but they're hard to get, they're hard to find, and they're expensive. But they, on that kind of market where people know about those things, they're pretty sought after. So yeah. And one of the things that they said in the copy on it was that it almost at times gets kind of vibey. Very musical. And so we'll see if we run into that at all as we go. Speed?
Yeah.
So you have a fast and a slow. We have it on slow right now. This is always fun to turn the speed while you're trying to play. Fun for me, not so much for you. What if we turn the speed all the way off, or all the way down?
Yep.
Slowest.
You'd think the LED would help me, but. Even if that pedal just stopped there, that's pretty fast. Even if it didn't have the toggle that we're about to go to.
Right.
That's a pretty good range. You could be happy with that.
So.
But wait, there's more.
Right. Let's flip the toggle. Why don't we do this? Why don't you give it a strum?
Okay.
So we can hear the highest slow speed. Fastest slow.
Yes.
And then I'm going to click the pedal off, flip it over to the fast, and go all the way to the slowest fast. So you can hear kind of how far the slow goes and where the fast starts.
All right. Is it right here?
So the fastest slow is a little bit faster than the slow is fast.
There'll be a quiz.
So the two overlap a little bit.
Yeah.
So basically, you can go from really, really slow to really, really fast, and anywhere in between. And then I did play that depth knob a little bit just so you can hear what it sounds like. Sounds really good.
It does. It sounds good.
Like,
very warm, very natural sounding.
It's so weird because a tremolo, in theory, practice, especially like an amplitude tremolo, your volume's here, cuts it,
brings it
back up. So how could one really theoretically sound better than another one? And we don't have the answer to that. All we can tell you after doing...
They do.
They do, right? Some of them have like kind of this warmth to them and this really nice sound to them. Maybe it has to do with the roll off of the wave or whatever. This sounds really good. And this is like we said, if you want not so much digital with a lot of control, you want like an amp tremolo with like actual parts soldered in there.
Right.
That's what he's going for. I thought it would be fun if we took, because sometimes tremolo pedals, when you hit them with something like a drive or a fuzz, they don't have the same effect. So I thought it would be kind of cool to turn a fuzz pedal on. We don't have a Tru-Fi fuzz. So we're actually going to keep the fuzz that we have off.
Right.
Should we mention what it is?
Sure.
Well, it's Ryland's. It's Fuzzy Fox.
From Scattered Abroad Guitar Works.
And we were looking around. I mean, we have very few fuzzes here. But we don't have a Tru-Fi, so we're going to hit it with a Fuzzy Fox. And it's pretty much opened up. And then let Pat play a little bit, maybe twist some knobs while he's playing, just because we did it earlier and it sounded really good. Do you want to slow that down a little bit, maybe?
Who knows what's about to happen? I have no idea. Sure.
All right, fuzz.
fun.
Yeah. I mean, we both kind of like the tremolo with like the clean tone. And,
Right.
That's really fun too.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think like it gets into that like almost...
It could be a little univibey. Maybe it wasn't playing the right like riffs to show that.
But there was times when you're hitting the chords and stuff. I felt like if you had the speed at kind of a normal speed, and you had the depth not super high where it was starting to get choppy yet, like maybe 9 o'clock or so, that it got... I mean, it doesn't swirl like a vibe.
Right.
But it had that thing. It had that like chewiness to it. Worth pointing out, a lot of times when we're doing a pedal like this, you stop playing and we're reaching down and clicking pedals off because the hum behind us is not just the hum, but you get like a like happening. Right now, the fuzz pedal's on. The gain is all the way up.
Levels at noon.
That
is chopping like it's a
right
Ginsu knife.
And I mean, I guess maybe depth's all the way up, and it's dead quiet.
Right.
That's crazy. Let's turn your volume up to prove it.
Same.
That's dead quiet.
That is.
That's impressive.
Most of the time they're letting you know, hey, I'm on.
Yeah. I mean, there's like normally that thump underneath you.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
It's amazing. I love it. Kind of a long time coming from the first time going through Instagram. Ooh, what was that? Ooh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
And the finishes on the other pedals, the colors, it's all great. You know, we're just like, wow, we'd really like to get one. And a lot of communication back and forth. And finally was able to build one and send it. And
big thanks to Tru-Fi for helping us out a little bit on it to make it possible for us to get it in.
It did not disappoint by any means.
No, it's very cool. Now the only question is who fights over and who puts it on there.
I know. Right?
It's typically
I get the box.
Give him the box. I'll take the cup. No, I mean, it really has me thinking, you know, because like I said, there's times where, you know, even I go for like, okay, let's have a tap tempo. Let's have this and let's have that.
Right.
But man, when you kick that on, it just sounds nice. So, we always take a minute just to thank everybody for watching, or thank you for subscribing, clicking the notification bell, hitting the like button, leaving comments down below. Like Pat said in the beginning, anytime you interact with the show, it helps us grow the channel so we can keep interacting with people and bring cool stuff like this in for you. And for us, maybe, but mostly for you. And check out the website. There's all the pedals in the Tremolo series are there. There's links to all the episodes in each one of the series. There might even be a page where we're moving some of the pedals that we've gotten in that we want to move out to make room for more so we can keep this going. Probably not going to be.
Right. Still look for this for sale anytime soon.
But you can jump out to the Tru-Fi website and check it out. Yeah. So with that,
I'm PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear.
Now what? You already done the
I
fuzz.
know. Either you. You want to play the Revolta?
I haven't played it. Yeah, you're going to twist knobs?
Oh, sure.
I don't know what to play. Let's see.
Don't forget to tip your waiters and waitresses. You're at the Stardust Lounge.
Just get silly.